All right. So, oh no, pop this in the middle. Pop that there. Voila. What do you reckon? Hello. Testing. My name's Carley. I am 36, I think, 35, 36. I'm a personal trainer and I live in the vessel town called Cooran. So I live there with my husband, my beautiful little dog Sophie, and my jerk of a cat named Sunny. And that's our family. I grew up in a little town called Yandera. Yandera is in New South Wales. I grew up with my mum and my dad and my little brother. My dad had two other daughters, so I have two sisters. They were for previous marriage, but they're a little bit older than me. And yeah, we had a pretty good childhood. I guess what kind of stands out to me though is my dad. He worked very hard, he worked a lot, so we didn't really get to see him very much. Maybe when I was about 11 or 12, my parents split, and I remember my dad had to sit me down because I didn't understand. And my dad said, "Carley, I still love your mum, but I'm not in love with your mum." And I was like, what does that mean? I didn't understand what that meant. And I can appreciate Dad was trying to tell me, because I know my parents, they still love each other, they still have respect for each other, and they're really good friends, but I guess they realised that in that time they weren't maybe meant to be together as, lifelong partners in love, that kind of thing. So, and I feel kind of bad for my parents because that was in a time where you got married, you have kids, and that's all you do. Move forward to about 18, 19, and then I decided to bite the bullet and move to Queensland. I had met someone at the time. He lived in Queensland, so I thought, leave my housemate, leave my flat, leave my apartment, everything in Sydney, and I think it's the best decision that I've ever made in my life. There is a huge connection between the well-being of our bodies in a physical sense, and in our minds, in a psychological, emotional, all that kind of stuff. So there is a huge connection there. If I feel like I'm having a shitty day, a bad day, when I move my body, when I get through something tough like an exercise where I know that it's going to be hard, but I'm choosing the hardness, I'm choosing this hard part of my day, after that I feel fantastic. I feel really good. I feel accomplished. If you're going to let your, something bad in your day dictate whether you're going to move your body or not, you're just going to keep falling into those habits. Whatever it is that's kind of darkened that mood or made you feel lethargic or sad for whatever reason, that is the time when you need to come in and do a workout. So that connection between wellness for your mind and body, it is huge. So back when I was a teenager, I would run for hours a day, not because of fitness, not because I was looking after my cardiovascular system, but because I was punishing my body. I was punishing my body for eating food. I was punishing my body for looking a certain way in my head. And so that's kind of like the dark side to exercise that I don't think a lot of people scratch on. forward quite a few years, I now exercise to strengthen my body, to nourish my body, to keep my mind happy, for all these other positive things. So it's such it's a complete opposite, a complete 360 turnaround to what my experience was when I was younger. I guess reason for being here is to provide a safe space for women to exercise, learn how to lift weights correctly, but to also feel like they belong to something. Feel that they can come here, they're not mum, they're not the work colleague, they are who they are. They come here without any judgment, they lift heavy weights, and they have a good time doing it. So that is my sole purpose, to provide that space for women. So I think for me, true happiness is to be able to have the freedom in my life to do whatever I want to do it how I want to do it, without fear. Fear of judgment, fear of what could go wrong, fear of it failing. That to me is true happiness. All right, your stool might be a bit, I'll just give that a wipe down. It's a bit sweaty. Oh, anything else that you want to capture or something?